Okay, here are a couple more activities for the individual who has multiple sclerosis or MS. These are a couple of leg activities. First one is what I call a seated leg curl. And essentially you'll have to be on some kind of a setup where they can move their feet without touching the floor. And the leg curl I usually have people do is a seated leg curl where they just flex and bring that foot underneath this bench as far as they can. What it's doing is flexing the hamstrings in the back of the upper leg. And they want to try to pull back as far and as hard as they can. Now, a lot of times I'll set a resistance band around the ankle and be out in front and then pull that resistance band back. But a lot of times just trying to flex that leg as far underneath the bench or adjustable chair, whatever it might be, trying to pull back as hard as they can will be adequate to where they can flex that muscle. And again, with the multiple sclerosis client or individual, you're trying to just get movement. And again, anything to just get them moving, get some of that tension and stress out of their body, get some circulation throughout the muscle groups in the body. So we've got a seated leg curl. One leg at a time, I'd recommend trying to do somewhere between 8 and 15 repetitions, just curling as far underneath as they can, working the hamstrings. The next one, a lot of times I'll either set the ball underneath the legs of the client or just have my own hand supporting their leg. And all they're going to do on this one is flex their toes towards their body. This is working the anterior tibialis in the front of the lower leg. So flexing the toes towards the body. And again, another activity just to keep them moving, get the blood circulating. And a lot of times when you're sitting all day, if the individual is wheelchair bound, you've got a lot of pooling of blood in the lower leg muscles. So anything to keep that blood circulating in the lower extremities. Again, I'm getting both sides, trying to do somewhere between 8 and 15 repetitions again. So we've got a seated leg curl, and then we're flexing the toes towards the upper body and working the anterior tibialis in the front of the upper legs. So more activities for the individual with multiple sclerosis.